Not a lot of people talk about the loneliness that you can feel in your late 20s and early 30s.
I literally cannot express in words how badly I want a relationship.
I just want to know, are there any people out there in their 30s who feel like they're just lost and confused in their life right now?
Where are the real men at? I'm sick of it.
This is just being in my early 30s. Maybe it's the political and economic climate. Maybe it's living in New York City. But I have lost so much interest in dating and finding a partner. I do believe my partner, he will stumble into my life. It's not something that I need to go searching for.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And that is in part right there, guys, why a lot of these women are single. Because they say that they put themselves out there. They say that they've tried and they've done everything they could. But the thing is, with this mindset, thinking a guy's going to fall just in their lap from the sky and come find them, that is just insane.
Obviously, you do need to put yourself out there. That's never been an issue for me as an extrovert. But I just have noticed my mindset has really flipped. And it is so hard for me to even leave space for dating and romance currently. And it's not because I'm cynical. And it's not because I don't believe that all men are bad. I'm very lucky to have amazing examples of men in my life who I do trust and love, but something in me is so motivated to become astronomically financially independent. It just feels like if a man showed up today and let's say he's the dream package, the look, he's kind, he's smart, he's caring, like all of my boxes checked. I still think if I was on my deathbed and didn't accomplish these like extreme big dreams I have for myself, I will be sad. And one of my big dreams is to get married and have a family. But certain career markers, and it's not the external, it's not chasing validation from other people, it's just actually stepping into who I really want to be and what I want to share in this world. I don't know does this make any sense?
The answer is hell no.
Ma'am, that subtle change that you mentioned that you're feeling is just pressure from the wall. And, women, they cope and they turn to their masculine traits, their money, their independence, instead of looking into the mirror and understanding why no one is picking them to settle down with. Now you have a career, and instead of a man, you have man's best friend as a companion.
I'm single, I'm 35, and quite honestly, I'm lonely. And this is yet again another vulnerable post, which is becoming a little bit of a trend. I've already cried a few times trying to make this, but I just so truly believe in authenticity and relatability. So if this helps one person know they're not alone, it's worth it. I'd say the past couple years, it's been hard. I feel like I'm at this age, probably since the pandemic, from like 30 to 35, the gap between life with my friends has grown.
I'm pretty sure that is not the only thing that has grown over the years.
I really don't have many single friends, and I still like and enjoy the things I did 5 years ago. Like, I still want to go out, have a cocktail, flirt, dance, and just enjoy the unpredictability that comes with going out. But here I am, it's Saturday night, I'm staying in clearly. I was also in last night, and it's just not what I want. But if my one single friend isn't available, then I'm just out of luck.
Ma'am, let's be totally honest here. You can barely get out a few sentences without taking a breath. And for what I'm seeing, I don't believe for a second that you were out there dancing and doing all these things that you described without an incident.
And this doesn't stop me from doing stuff. Like, I went to the movies alone today, all that stuff. I would go to a bar alone, but that's not really what I'm going for. Like, I want a cocktail, I want a yap, I want to have like connection, not with strangers, but like someone to build friendship or stories or things like that with.
Can't do it.
I'm raising my standards. Here are types of men that I will never, ever, ever, ever date ever again. Number one is the fashion guy. I just know if your outfit is that good, you are manipulative as fuck. Like, you look good and you know you look good, and men should never know that they look good. Stop that.
You see, confident men is an issue for her because she has never been able to keep any of these confident men. So she scratched them off the list. So if you're too confident or you remind her of those men, then she's automatically going to get, disgusted because she believes that she's the prize. She believes that the world revolves around her and the relationship is about her. So women like this, they get smashed, dashed, told lies till they're blue in the face. And deep down, they create this hatred and this disdain for confident men.
Number two is the soft boy. I know what you are. You don't want a girlfriend. Older man, bro. Like, I can justify the behavior between the two of us because I have daddy issues. What's your excuse? You have unborn daughter issues? What the hell? Also, why do all of you insist on beating me? Oh my god. Every older man that I have ever been with is like, you know what? You're not my father. Stop hitting me. Thirst trap intermission because I can't deal with the trauma. Yeah. Any boy that lives in LA County, all of it, the entirety of LA County, you're wicked. You are beyond evil. There is something sinister and you need therapy. There is something so wrong with you. I mean, all of them. What the hell? This one is embarrassing to even say, and I have nobody to blame but myself for this. Frat boys. Oh. God forbid a white boy catch a vibe. I tried it one time and I was like, oh my god, yes, maybe this time. Maybe it's time to take your head out of your ass. Any guy that plays anything in a band, he could even be like the band manager. It's really fun until it isn't, but I know that it's a problem when I start to feel like Miss Girl Be Supreme from that Blondie song. No, never again. This is worse than 9/11.
And dating you is a disaster just like 9/11. And that's the thing. You can tell this woman has a lot of bodies, high body count. And she's dealt with so many different men. And it only takes one, guys. Every single time, I always say it, only takes one heartbreak in a woman or just one thing that didn't go right, and a woman is never the same ever again, guys. They start, having trauma, getting tattoos like her, weird piercings. Those women, guys, they're totally cooked in the dating market, and they know it. So they only have themselves to blame because nobody put a strap to their brain and said, yo, you better go out here and you better date old men, you better date frat boys, soft boys, confident men, and you better have multiple bodies. No one told them to do that. And they just been guided by nothing but the sisterhood and themselves. Bad combination.
You guys,
Buy a dog and die alone.
I literally cannot express in words how badly I want a relationship. And I'm so embarrassed to say that out loud. I literally made a whole spam account because I'm so ashamed of wanting it so badly. And if I talk about it on my main account that everyone in my life knows, then they all know that I'm a fucking fraud.
Yep, exactly. Frauds and losers. This is exactly why living in reality beats living in delusion every single time.
I'm just so tired of dating, and I don't know what it is about me at this point. I've had one relationship and it was terrible. He was insanely abusive, and yeah, that's not normal, but I've never had another boyfriend ever.
Translation. He didn't let me control him, nor did he fall for any of the shit tests and antics like all of the rest. And I didn't like the way that it made me feel.
Since and before, so it's it's hard to know where that line is of normalcy. And I just feel like as a woman that's pretty attractive, I'm okay, people just assume that oh, it must be so easy. No, it's terrible. It's literally terrible. And I'm not saying that I'm the prettiest person in the world, but I have good morals. Every time I meet a man, I'm oh, you're so refreshing to talk to, because I can hold a conversation, because I talk about normal things, because I can't put on a fucking persona. I can't fucking fake it. I can't be this fucking Shira 7 type person. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm so unfortunately genuine. I'm not like super open right away, obviously. Like I know how to date, but at the same time I'm just like, I don't know what it is. Like I really don't know where it's happening for everyone except me, and I know it'll come when you least expect it. Okay, I've been not expecting it, and then it's like, oh, you have to put yourself out there. So I put myself out there, and it's nothing. It's like I genuinely think that I'm gonna die alone. Like I really mean that. Like I'm so tired, and it's exhausting, and I really try not to let it affect me on a deep level, but it does. And every time I'm outside, that's all I think about. Every time I see a couple, it's all I think about. I genuinely get so fucking frustrated thinking about it, because I've never had something normal. I have never had a normal boyfriend where I can be nice and loving, and they are nice and loving. Like my ex was so mean to me, dude. Like so fucking mean. He would call me names. He would do so much shit to me. It was crazy.
I'm sorry, man, but something is just like not adding up to me. It doesn't make any sense. If you're so down to earth, you have good conversations with men can see you in this way, then how come you haven't had multiple relationships and you only claim you had one? And now you're saying that he was crazy and all this stuff. Women, they use a lot of, word salad. They throw it around a lot, but you got to decode it. There's something missing here, clearly. Guys don't just go off and act crazy around women unless they're crazy. Men don't want drama. Men are typically peaceful. Women bring drama out of men. Men look for women to stay the same as they met them, while women look to change the man.
And like I just don't know what it's like to have a guy. I know what it's like to have a guy into you. Everyone's into me. But like actually want me as a person, as a human being, to date, pretend like forever, that's not a fucking freak. Nope. Even the freaks don't want me. I don't know.
For some reason, my For You page has been filled with women in their early 30s who are really just tired of dating and talking about how they don't know if they're ever going to find their person, and they're just feeling unloved and unlovable. It's like Charlotte York, I've been dating since I'm 16. Where is he? And I just wanted to say, as someone who is 36, who's totally off the timeline trajectory that I thought I was going to be on. Last year I thought I was going to be a mom, and instead I'm going through a divorce. And it really took me going through this to become more comfortable than ever in the place that I'm at in my life, which is, again, not at all where I thought I would be. Don't get me wrong, it's been the hardest year of my life. I wouldn't wish divorce on anyone. It sucks. 0 out of 10, don't do it. But the delay in what I thought my life would look like has brought me so much inner peace in a way. It really made me realize that I spent so much of my life white knuckling it and trying to force things to happen, trying to control situations, and I am at peace now because I just know that I'm not in control of any of it. I am open to anything. I am attached to nothing. I am confident in the knowledge that I will get to be a mom someday and that I will meet the person that I'm supposed to be with. But I'm not really looking. I'm not forcing it. I'm just kind of going with the flow. And I understand that that's so much easier said than done. I mean, nothing about this experience has been easy, but if I can impart anything on you, women in your early 30s, women in your mid 30s, without having to go through what I've gone through, it's just relax. Relax and trust that you are lovable, that you are worthy, and that your path might not look the same as all of the people around you, but it doesn't make you any less special and beautiful and worthy of love.
Just like a woman.
Let's not cap. There's nothing special and beautiful about a woman that's in her mid-30s, that's single, that doesn't have any children and nothing to show for, not even a man. Because let's be honest, in this society, we don't call women losers. We don't call them out for their inadequacies, and we don't call them out for fulfilling their duties that they're supposed to fulfill, which is to carry on a society. And how do you carry on life? You have to give life. And that's the thing. If you haven't fulfilled these things in your mid-30s, I'm sorry, man, but you are a loser. It's so simple to attract and get with a man. You have one job and you can't even do that? Crazy, bro.
Something that I take solace in is, I look at how quickly my life changed. This time last year, I was in a totally different situation. And it changed like that. Now I'm in a new apartment. I'm in a new phase of life. I'm starting a new business. Like, my life has done a complete 180 since last year.
You know you done fucked up, right?
And I really take a lot of comfort in the fact that if my life could change so fast for what felt like the worst, that means it can change just as quickly for the better. One of the benefits of being older and dating and finding love when you are older is how quickly that process can happen. Older, wiser, we want the same things. You want to start a family, boom, boom, boom. It just happened.
If you're a woman over 30, it's time to it's time to mark this shit on 50% off. If you're over 35, it's time to put that shit on clearance.
I'm gonna say it, and you're not gonna like what I have to say. You're not gonna like it, man. You're not gonna like it. Where are the real men at? I'm sick of it. They don't make men like they used to. I'm gonna say it loud and proud, because tell me why men these days, they don't want to do an oil change. They don't know how to change a tire. They don't know how to do anything. If Google doesn't know, babe, they don't know. Tell me why my dad knows every single thing to do with his hands. I could ask my dad to literally build a bridge for me to get to the other side of the road. That man will do it within 1 hour. You ask a man this day and age, hey, can you tell me how to check my tire pressure? Yeah, let me Google that. What do you mean you have to Google it? What do you mean you have to Google it, man? What do you mean? You are a man. This is what you're built for, babe.
Yeah, and a relationship with these types of men is what you're not built for, apparently, because you can't seem to find these types of guys. But I have a feeling, honestly, that these are the type of guys who know this. The thing is that, have it ever dawned on you one time that these dudes may just be lying or just not wanting to do that for you? Have you ever thought of that?
This is what you're built for, and you don't even know how to check my tire pressure. Please. I'm sick of having men that don't know how to literally use their hands. I'm sick of it. Be a man!
I think I'll pass. Okay, all right.
Not a lot of people talk about the loneliness that you can feel in your late 20s and early 30s. And I believe a lot of this is because we're starting to realize what our values are. And some people are just lucky and maybe aligned with similar values that their childhood friends have or their high school friends. But in my case, and a lot of other people probably, it's like the more I realize my values, the less I'm interested in connecting with people that I've had in my life for years. And it's a really lonely feeling because when you approach your late 20s, people already have integrated friend groups. They already have, spouses. They already have children. They have lives that you're trying to integrate into. And it can be really tricky. I'm grateful I have my fiance. I'm grateful I have some of the friends that I have. But regarding like a really close-knit friend group, I don't have that right now. And it feels weird saying that.
Your mind should not even be on a friend group whatsoever. Your mind should be on that man that you're with, because that man that's your fiance is hopefully, going to be your husband, and he has to take care of you. So you need to be satisfying and worry about satisfying him and creating your own family first before you even think about friends. Your focus needs to be on your man. And that's the problem with society today. Too many women are worried about trends. Too many women are worried about what other women and what are their friends doing, to the point where their friends step out of that box, step out of what are you doing, and they do their own thing, and then you're left by yourself. You're left like, oh, I don't have a friend group anymore. Who cares? You've evolved and elevated and got out of the realm of these 304s in the streets. What else do you want?
They said dating in your 30s would be easier. Everyone's mature. They said everyone knows what they want. They said, spoiler alert, they lied. So I thought, let's move to Italy, land of romance, passion, and men who totally have their lives together. What I got? Men who have their moms still ironing their shirts. It's like I moved to the country of La Dolce Vita and ended up in a comedy sketch about red flags. But hey, At least I've learned something. Dating in your 30s isn't about finding the one. It's about finding someone who doesn't make you want to join a convent. And right now, that's looking like Mission Impossible.
I just want to know, are there any people out there in their 30s who feel like they're just lost and confused in their life right now? People used to tell me, just wait till you get to your 30s. It gets so much easier. I don't feel like that. Do I want to start a whole new career path? Do I want to keep my job? Do I just want to take whatever money I have left to my name and just run to Europe? Do I live in a city? Do I live on a farm where there's a bunch of cows and sheep and cute little dogs running around? I can just frolic in the flowers and just be a farm girl. I'm 33. Do I need to try and look for a husband right now?
The mere fact that you're just now contemplating this at 33 years old, all those miscellaneous things that you just questioned on this video, and the most important thing we just got to, which is what you're trying to get at, is should I be trying to find a husband? Is something that a guy, if he gets on a relationship with you moving forward as you get older, he's gonna think once he figures out your age is 33 or higher, what the hell was she doing 10 years ago? What was she doing all that time? And if you cough up a little bit of your track record, then he'll definitely be able to disqualify you, because men want to enjoy you in your youth, not in your decline.
I don't know. Do I just get a van and me and my little dog just go trip around and go on little road trip adventures together and experience things? Like, that sounds fun. Do I just move to a super cheap island and just work in a smoothie shack, you know? Like, there's no right or wrong in life, but it's like there's so many options and paths that you can take that I don't know anymore.
Come on, man. She knows. The problem is she doesn't want to admit what is already obvious, and her actually meeting those expectations and getting what she's looking for is very, very scarce in her mind. And that's the thing. Women have a biological clock, and no matter how much they try to deny it, no matter how much they try to ignore it, it always comes creeping up like cramps and a period. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel with post notifications on, because I'm pretty much posting a video every single day here on this channel for you guys. You already know who I am. You know where to find me. Bounty Villains up, Mastodon's down. Let's get it. Let's go. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. This was a long one, 20 minutes of these women coping. Also, shout out to Men Only for providing this video that we can go ahead and react to. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thanks for joining me. Got to get this work done no matter what. Peace.
I want to do so many things, but at the same time, I don't know what to do. Also, I don't really have the financial freedom right now to be able to experience a lot of things.
Getting cooked.